home, one of the hurdles you'll have is the physical inspection or home inspection. A lot of times sellers have questions about what to expect from it and what to expect after. So that's the focus of this week's episode of Selling with Shannon. I'm Shannon with the Shannon Jones Team at Keller Williams Realty in Long Beach, California. So when you sell your home, the standard purchase agreement has three main contingencies or conditions. One of them is inspection, and most buyers will hire a professional physical inspector to go out and do a thorough review of the home. The inspector will typically climb on the roof, in the attic, go under the house. They'll check the electrical, the plumbing, the foundation. They'll turn on the dishwasher. They'll turn on the heater and air conditioner. They'll make sure that everything is in proper condition. You can expect that process to take probably 2 to 3 hours, depending on the size of the home and the speed of the inspector. The buyer and the buyer's agent are typically there at the home inspection, and the seller is usually not there. At the end of the inspection, either there on site or later, the inspector will provide the buyer with a written or digital report, basically detailing all of the findings. And it's typical, most houses do have something wrong. But what the buyer's trying to verify is whether or not there's anything that creates a significant concern for them. Buyers can have other inspectors as well, so a roof inspection, a foundation inspection, or pretty common, a sewer line inspection. Once the buyer has had an opportunity to review that report with their agent, they may put together what's called a request for repairs and ask you, the home seller, to take some action. That might be to repair items, or it might be to provide them with a credit in lieu of repairing those items. As a seller, you don't have to do anything. You don't even really have to respond to their request, though I do recommend you respond. The contract in California says every house is being sold as is, unless you came to some other agreement in the contract, but it also gives the buyer the right to do a reasonable inspection. So you do need to provide them with access in order to do this investigation. When you get a request, it's wise to look at it and determine whether or not the buyer's request is reasonable. So if you said no and this buyer went away, is the next buyer likely to ask for the same things? Work with your agent to structure a response that will allow you to move forward. If you have any questions about the home inspection process, let us know. And here's something to consider. If you don't want to have any surprises at all from the inspection, and you have some concerns that that may be the case, you can actually hire an inspector and do your own inspection prior to putting the home on the market. The thing to note, though, is that if the inspector finds anything that you weren't aware of, you will now need to disclose that to potential buyers. Thanks for watching, and if you have any issues or topics you'd like us to address on future videos, let us know. If you found this information helpful, be sure to check out the other videos in our Selling with Shannon series and consider subscribing to us on YouTube.